In this video, you will learn how to review and edit work records to resolve anomalies. A work record is an account of the hours worked by an employee and the hours that an employee was expected to work on a particular shift. Work records can be accessed through the Anomalies feature or the Clock Card feature. Simply select Edit on the desired shift to access the work record for it. The main screen of the work record contains panels which break the record up into 6 categories. These categories can be expanded by clicking on the plus sign to the right of the screen, and collapsed by selecting the minus sign. The left-hand side of the page contains action buttons, which can be used to resolve anomalies. Each of the main work record panels contains important information in the heading. For example, Shift Details tells us that the shift runs from 2 p.m. until 10 p.m. with a 30-minute break. Within the shift details, we can see that there are 2 anomalies on this particular work record, one for lateness and one for early leaving. There is a tick box to tell us that the work record has been checked. There is also information on the shift times and the roster. To close this section of the work record, simply click on the heading. In the Worked Hours panel header, you can see the amount of worked hours for this shift, which in this example shows that the employee only worked 6 hours and 45 minutes of a 7.5-hour shift. By expanding the panel, we can see the hours codes for the worked hours, and also any TAS information gathered by the system, such as which department the employee clocked into. Should it be necessary, it is possible to add worked hours by selecting Add Hours from the right of the screen and filling in the necessary information. In the Absence Hours heading, we can see that the employee had 45 minutes of absence for this shift. Expanding the panel will show the reason for the absence hours. In this case, early leaving accounts for 30 minutes of it, and lateness accounts for 15 minutes of it. It is possible to resolve an anomaly by clicking on it and then selecting Move to Worked from the bottom of the pop-up box. Following this, select Submit to confirm your decision. The Absence Hours heading will now have removed that anomaly from the Absence Hours total. We can also see that the total worked hours will have increased by 30 minutes. Like before, simply click on the heading to collapse it. The Clockings heading will display how many clockings there have been for a shift. Expanding the panel will display information about the clockings and give you the option to add more. Existing clockings can be modified by simply clicking on them. This will open a pop-up which allows you to edit the clocking. Simply select Submit to confirm your changes, or Cancel to cancel them. The Additional Payments panel displays information on any additional payments that an employee has earned from this shift, such as overtime hours. The Hours Bands panel will display how many separate hours bands the shift contains. Expanding the panel will give you further information about the hours bands. Any that appear in red are anomalies and can be resolved by selecting them. We can now see that there are no anomalies for this shift. Thank you for watching this training video. If you have any further queries, please get in touch.